Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy LLE, and today I want to talk about something I've been seeing all over social media, and that's Isaiah Thomas dropping 81 points in a Pro Am game. Um, if you have seen these videos of the Seattle Pro Am games, I think this one was specifically the crossover event. It's ran by Jamal Crawford. I'm pretty sure. It's like I don't know if it's ran by him or it's like based around him or somebody took a team and made it behind his name or whatever. But regardless, there's a lot of players who usually I see playing these types of events in the same gym. Um, it's usually Crawford. I've seen Zach Levine play. Isaiah Thomas is one who's always there. I and that's pretty much the notable names that I remember who I've seen play multiple games in there. Because I used to watch these highlight games a lot of just people going off. Like I remember Crawford at like 50 one of those games. I feel like even Kyrie might have played. I'm not really 100% sure, but I do remember that. And this man Isaiah Thomas recently he dropped 81 points. I believe this is Sunday, and he absolutely needs his respect. They need to put respect on his name because first of all, no matter what, 81 points is impressive. Like he's playing against grown men. Um it's not NBA competition, but there's a lot of people who are pros and like not just anybody can play in a pro am league ran that with players in the NBA or like former NBA players. I mean, it's ran by Jamal Crawford. You have to think about it, and I don't think Isaiah Thomas will be playing in a league that didn't have like any competition at all. I mean, even if you want to say it's not NBA level competition, it's still at least pro level competition. So if he can drop 81 against pros, that's really impressive still. And I'm pretty sure he had 65 last week. So he's dominating this league. I'm sure he has to be at least averaging 50. Unless he just randomly just turned it up. I don't know the schedule. I don't know how many games they played, anything like that. But, when he has these crazy performances, everybody hears about it. And I'm not going to be on the whole he should definitely be signed to a team train because I do think that's a little bit. I think that's jumping to a conclusion a little bit, and again, we don't know the level of talent. Because again, this is all played in I think it's Seattle Pacific University, and yeah, it's a nice gym, and there seems to be, like I said, some level of competition, but this is not like some. I think by now it's pretty popular, but this is not something that there's a lot of scouts really interested in looking and be like, oh, like we need to pick this guy up. But I'm not sure if he skill wise he can provide that much to the team at this point. Obviously, he can still score the ball and things of that nature, but I mean, you do want the ball in his hands, like to be a good scorer, and for him to do that, he's also gonna have to be on the floor, and him being on the floor means absolutely no defense being played. Trust me, I know. I'm a big Celtics fan. Isaiah Thomas might be my favorite player to ever play the game. I love that man when he played here in Boston for those 3 years, and I was heartbroken when he got traded. But he played absolutely no defense. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. He played absolutely no defense, and he's 5'9". It's like not even like he didn't try and give an effort, because he did try and give effort sometimes, but he's just too short. There's a lot of plays he just has no effect on, like, especially on a court with, like, say Kevin Durant is out on the floor. There's absolutely no way in hell that this man Isaiah Thomas is going to be guarding that. And yes, I understand that he's you're not asking him to play defense, but it would be nice if I'm playing somebody minutes to have him play defense. But the main thing I think any team should look to sign Isaiah for is, first of all, like I said, I just said a bunch of flaws, but he's still a good player. Like, let's not get it twisted. There's not there in no world is Isaiah Thomas just some scrub. Like he could still be a fine role player, as long as you know he's going to give you. And he also ticket sales. People around the league. If you look at all the comments, it's, he should make a comeback. He should make a comeback. So clearly, there's an audience of people who would watch one of these teams more, who don't already watch them play if Isaiah Thomas was on the roster. He's still a very popular player. People forget he was a top 5 MVP candidate in 2017. I think I might even top 3. He was going insane, and a lot of people started to love him for that. And you know, the whole heart over height, heart over height thing. Everybody knows IT is that guy, and a lot of people want to see him make a comeback. I think a lot of teams that could benefit from this are, you know, bottom feeding teams. Say like a team like the Magic. I'm trying to think of teams like, for example, like if you went back to the Pelicans, right? I already think I'm gonna be watching the Pelicans because I think they're gonna be good with Zion this year. But if you went back to the Pelicans, I'm gonna tune into some more Pelicans games because I'm trying to see this man Isaiah Thomas. He has the same effect that somebody like LiAngelo Ball would have. If you've seen LiAngelo Ball, he has been going pretty crazy in these summer league games, and I do believe the Hornets are gonna pick him up. Right? I'm off rip. Watching LaMelo and Jello on the same court is just gonna be amazing, and I love Chino Hills like 5 years ago back in 2016, and I've always wanted to see them play together on an NBA court, and I really think that is gonna attract a lot of people. The Hornets are really gonna get a lot more ticket sales just because of that. Um, it's the same thing that applies for IT. IT is he's still a pretty good pick and roll player. He can shoot. He could shoot the lights out, man. He was a great shooter in 2017, and I don't want to just say 2017. Really, pre-injury, he was a really good shooter. And obviously he'll be on a reduced role. He's not going to be taking the same amount of shots. Less obviously going to probably be taking less than 10 shots a game maybe. Depending on the team. But if you're a lower bottom feeding team in the East, I'd probably say like I feel like a bottom feeding team in the East should just sign them. Like a team like the Magic, like without much of a future and needing to sell ticket sales. Like teams like the Magic, maybe the Raptors, depending on how they do. Obviously, we don't know how some of these teams are gonna do. Maybe in a year from now, it's gonna be looking crazy for me to be saying the Raptors are a bottom feeding team or something like that. The Pacers, Detroit, maybe Cleveland, one of these teams. And it doesn't even have to, even in the West, there's a few teams like maybe the Spurs, maybe the Rockets. I could really see taking IT, giving them a chance, getting them some ticket sales because they really might need it, and he's definitely someone who could bring it to them. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, man. I just made this video to show love to my boy IT because I really think he's starting to get slept on, and I really would love to see him make a comeback to the NBA. But 81 points is crazy. We really got to put some respect on him for that because 81 points is... No normal person is dropping 81. That's all I got to say. And he just dropped 65 last week. This man is different. But I'm out of here. Peace.